So we do have a few things to talk about today. So first off, the user interface, very similar to how it was in BL3. If you look in the corner, you can see our shield and health, and it has this cool little design over the top of it, like some scribblings or whatever. I like that. Right below, you have your XP and, spend skill points. Lower right corner, you have your action skill and your spell. Upper right corner, your mission and also your minimap. And the minimap is round this time around. No pun intended. And you can see there's a waypoint, that little arrow, that's telling you where to go. And I think that's a pretty cool addition. Also, you can see the map is a lot more detailed, colored, and it's not going to be like flat and bulky like it was in the previous games. So you are going to be able to navigate a little bit easier. Another small and subtle detail that a lot of people probably don't pick up on is if you look on the hill here in front of me on the minimap, you can see the height difference. You see that kind of orange color? That means it's a little bit higher. So if I move up it, you can see it kind of like shifting around. And that's a really nice addition because you can kind of tell where it is. And if you're up high, you can see the lower spots are going to be dark. It gives you a good sense of altitude. Just like the previous game, you can swap your missions on demand. So if I press the brackets on my keyboard, I can like swap over. Pretty nice quality of life thing there. And let's go ahead and jump in the inventory. So first off, we have the map. You saw part of it. Very detailed. Look at this. Like you can see everything nice and clear. And as you discover stuff, it will start to light up. You have different colors for different things. The vendors, fast travels, doors. Very, very nice. Also, the map is not flat either. If I zoom in here and turn the map, you can see there's kind of depth to it. Ups and downs. And also for the fast travels, just like in BL3, you can kind of choose where you want to go. And maps will have multiple fast travels. So there's like one here, one in the middle, one over here. And you can select where you want to go. So if I want to warp over here, I can just select that. And we can fast travel on demand to get around a lot faster. To mark your waypoints, it's a little bit weird on mouse and keyboard. So you hover over a piece of land and then you can set it. And then you can like move it, set it over here. I prefer to like move my mouse there and then like set it like that, or go over here, set it right there. But you can't do that. You have to like hover it over the middle screen here. Either way, it's still nice to set your own waypoints. Oh, and for the custom waypoints, you're going to see a purple pointer on the map, so that's the custom one. And your white one's going to be your main mission or side missions. For the Wonderlands demo, we can only play one map, but you can see on the bottom we can go to the world map. We can't really travel anywhere else right now, but you can see it's pretty decent, and there's 3 different areas that are unlocked. I can't travel anywhere else, it won't let me. But yeah, you can see they can definitely put a lot of different areas into this map. Just like in Borderlands 3, just click over the area you want to travel to, and then just hit the fast travel. Moving to the journal, you're going to have your quest log, so you're going to have your main story missions and all of your side missions, showing what you completed and whatnot. On the right side here, this is kind of cool. This is something new. There's going to be special areas you can find in which you find a challenge, and upon completing those challenges, you're going to get a permanent buff to your character. As for the buffs, you can see them on the right side. So if you complete one of these shrine challenges, you might get bonus gold or experience gain, movement speed, crit damage, loot luck, or moon orb gain. And in case you're wondering, the moon orbs are going to be the iridium of this game. So it is your second form of currency. On the bottom, there's another set of challenges, and these are going to be your boost to your hero points. So you can increase your loot luck if you do the challenge, or strength, dexterity, intelligence, constitution, wisdom, or attunement. So yeah, going out and exploring a lot and finding new stuff is going to be quite important on your character. Now, as for what these shrine challenges are, we don't really experience that in the demo, so it's kind of unknown. But all of them say to find shrine pieces and complete the shrine. If I were to guess, I would say the shrine pieces are probably hidden in the map somewhere, so you gotta go out and find them and collect them up. Now, we don't know anything about if it's gonna be something you can pick up off the floor, or maybe the enemy's holding on to it. We'll have to wait and see on that. As for the challenge buffs, you can see here we have lucky dice, lost marbles, rune switches, poetry pages, ancient obelisk, shrine completion, and bottle cap shortcuts. There's gonna be a lot of stuff to look for. On the right side here, we have the scrolls, and you can find these just like any item sitting around the map. These are basically your echo logs from BL3. It's just a way to catch up on the lore. Onto the inventory, here it is, quite similar to how it was in BL3. I'm not really a huge fan of this, 50% of your screen being taken up by your character model. I've never been a huge fan of that, it just feels like wasted space. But I will say the inventory stuff on the side, very, very nice, I do like that. And yeah, you can see now we have a melee slot, which goes on your left side, and that's going to be on at all times, so we can just like swing our melee and have that item on. And as for your guns, you have your 4 guns as usual, and you can see things are locked out, and those will unlock later in the story. Over here, we have ring number 1 and ring number 2, and those will give you different like small bonuses. You have your ward, which is going to be your shield, and that's going to protect you. Your armor piece, which is going to boost different skills and also give you different passive bonuses. Your amulet, which we don't have just yet, you get that later in the story. And finally, your spell. Keep in mind that spells don't cost mana, it's just going to be a charged thing, so if I cast it, it's just going to go on cooldown. And on the right side, we have all of our inventory slots, and 36 is quite a bit. I don't know if that's going to be the default. I mean, we're only level 9, so hopefully you start out with that when you start a new game, but I don't know, we'll have to wait and see on that. Just like in BL3, you can sort by rarity, your type, also your manufacturer, and squirt. And you can hover over the weapon and press the inspect button to look at the weapon in closer detail. And you can see we have our stats here. Detail will tell you the different bonuses you get depending on the element, and the parts will tell you what damage bonuses you get. At the bottom, you have your gold, which is going to be your currency in this game for buying things. And like we talked about before, we have our moon orbs, and likely the golden key for opening golden chests, just like all the previous other games. So those are likely going to be handed out by Randy Pitchford on Twitter or other Gearbox employees. At the very bottom of the screen, you can see we can drop our weapon by holding Q, so if you hold Q, it drops out of our inventory. We can press X to unequip it. This is mouse and keyboard, by the way. We can press the R key to star it and trash it, so if we star it, it cannot drop. Oh. Apparently it can. But yeah, you can also trash it to sell at the vendor, so if I trash an item, walk to the vendor, sell junk. Really cool. However, if you favorite an item, you cannot sell it at the vendor, but yeah, you can still drop it on the ground. And the last thing I kind of glossed over is the ammo count. Very simple, very straightforward to follow. That will show how much you have. We're almost at the hero points, but first off, the skill tree. I kind of already showed this off in detail in a different video. But first off, your class will have your default bonus here. And Stabbomancer gets bonus crit by default. Then you're going to have your 2 action skills and all of your skills that give you different bonuses in between. And you can only choose 1 action skill at a time too. Alright, hero points. We're going to press Q. And yeah, there's a lot of information here. Ignore the crazy username. I'm on a demo, like I said. You can see we're playing Stabbomancer, and we are level 9, but that's just a bug with the demo. And now we have something new here. This is your class power. Stabbomancer power, 8.7%. Dirty Fighting critical hit chance, 8.7. Ghost Blade damage, 8.7. And from the shadow duration, 8.7%. Now, how do you boost this even higher? Well, that's going to come from your armor piece. So if we go to our armor piece here, you can see that it has Stabbomancer power at 8.7%. Obviously, if you get a better or higher leveled one, it's going to go up in percentage. Then we have our loot luck, which is only 10, and like we showed in the challenges, you can boost this up. Critical hit chance, 5%, and that's going to go for all of your sources of crits. So base damage, ability, companion, gun, melee, spell, and status effect. Dark magic leech, 5% per second, and obviously you can boost this and also the efficiency. Now here's your hero points, and the way you get these is just by leveling up. So you can see right now we're level, 9? Yeah. So we have 8 skill points, and each time you level up you get a skill point and a hero point. Skill point's going to go into the skill tree, and your hero point's going to go into a different stat over here. So you have strength, which is going to be your crit damage, dexterity, which is going to be your crit chance, intelligence, which will be your spell cooldown, wisdom, which will be your status effect damage, constitution, which will be your max HP and ward, and attunement, which is your skill cooldown. So if we put a point into strength, we can increase our crit damage, so 0%, 1.3, 2.5, 3.8. Let's say I want to do 3 points. Now we can confirm it by holding Q, and that is now confirmed. And yeah, this is going to be how you boost your different stats. And like I mentioned before, you can increase this through your challenges too. Status effect damage is pretty important in this game too, so let's boost that up. 2%, 4%, and how about 8%? There we go, confirm that. And we'll put our final point into wisdom and boost it up to 10%. That's going to be your hero stats. Not a whole lot to it, pretty straightforward. You just kind of boost up your stats. And moving on here, we have the myth rank, which I cannot show off sadly. I'm assuming this is just going to be your traditional guardian rank from like BL3. So you might get some extra perks here by leveling up your myth rank. So we might see things like, you know, extra reload speed, or maybe you can get out of fight for your life with more HP, and other stuff similar to that. However, I will say that you do have to be max level now, which is level 40 for this game on release. So unlike BL3, you don't just beat the main story and unlock your guardian rank. This time around, you have to hit max level. There's not much more I can say about this because they haven't really released any information on it, but some questions do come to mind, like can you toggle it on and off? Or if you unlock it on a character, can you jump onto a new character and have it unlocked already? We'll have to wait and see on that. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the video today, so let me know below in the comments what you guys think about the UI, the hero points, and the myth rank. Personally, I think it's pretty good and a step in the right direction for organizing everything. There's still a few flaws here and there that I do wish get changed up in the future, but for the most part, it is pretty good. I like it. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like because that'd be awesome. And if you guys really enjoyed it, be sure to sub. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Peace out.